It's that time of the weekend, boys and girls. All you little Mafia Junior members, it's time for the man, the myth, the legend. We're ready here at the AJ Dome. It is time for the godfather of all sports artists. It is AJ Bokine.
What's up, Jack? How we doing, guys? How we doing, America?
We're doing great. We are doing great. I mean, it is. I hope you built your ark this morning because it is like 40 days and 40 nights of rain, feels like, that we've been getting around here.
It's terrible. It is terrible. I'm lucky I was in the gym this morning for 3 hours. So
3 hours?
We had 3 games this morning. So, yeah.
How'd it go? Tell everybody where you were and what you were doing.
So I was at Center Court in Waukesha for a summer league tournament. It's called the Chapman Elam Ending Tournament. And how they do it is you play rather than playing to a time, you play to a target score.
Okay.
And, so the leading team with 4 minutes to go in the game, you play to the leading team score plus 8 points. And it was really a fun time. We won all 3 games. So
it sounds like a fixed rigged tournament to me, for God's sakes. You come up with all these math formulas that no one can keep track of. You have to know high school algebra to be able to figure that stuff out. What's that all about?
It's actually how they run it in the TVT tournament, the $1 million winner take all professional tournament. Is how they score those games. So I think Joe liked the idea and he just kind of ran with it. So
I think it's great that they don't draw out the end of the games with the fouls, in all seriousness.
Yeah, it's nice. Our closest game today was 20 points, but there were a lot of close games. There was a game that came down to a 3 with both teams had the same score and a 3 to win the game. And every game ends in a made basket, so it makes it easier. It makes it easier to follow and stuff.
Cool. I see an agent impersonator down below us. It can't be him because he hasn't spoken yet. We can never usually get him to get the yap shut, but here he hasn't even said a word yet.
I was wondering if you ever let me in.
I was thinking about it.
We probably thought it was with AJ, but we parted ways. But I didn't think you were going to let me in the studio. But that wouldn't be a surprise.
We always got to have AJ's mouthpiece on when he's ready. Are you kidding me? Were you at the tournament too, Doug?
I was at the tournament. So there are 20 teams down in Waukesha, a place called Center Court. So was there Cedarburg and Whitnell and Homestead? I don't know. Teams from all over Milwaukee area. So
how'd the Bulldogs do? Anybody know?
I don't know. They played after us.
So. You had 3 games and the closest one was 20 points?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did your coach set up the brackets or what?
No, actually, Carter didn't coach. It was me and Tim Franks.
Okay.
Tim is one of our seniors who is going to St. Thomas next year.
Okay.
It was me and Tim, and then a guy named Solomon Garrison who was on my team. Was on my team at Homestead my first year. So.
Okay. Cool. How many years have you been assistant coaching at Homestead now for basketball?
Next fall will mark 3 years.
Wow. That's gone fast.
Yeah. So next fall will mark 3 years. So
Doug, have you seen any growth in AJ as a coach, or is he
same old cat? He's still the same size.
Not his head. His head's bigger every day, for God's sakes.
No. He's helping out. I see the guys seem to be working with him more. He seems to be working with them. I think it's helped that he's been in the school. So, it's good. It's
good.
It's great
getting to know the young kids, too, because you're in the school every day. Or not every day, but twice a week. Helps out a lot. So, I know some of the freshmen that have come in and stuff like that. So, it's cool.
It's fear of the Godfather.
Right, exactly. That's how it should be.
Oh, boy, he's feeling pretty good. He's talking the talk today. All right, so you're in basketball. I'm going to ask you a basketball question.
Yes, sir.
Unrelated to your tournament. Is Luka Doncic? Is he the best basketball player on planet Earth right now?
No.
Who is?
No.
That didn't even take you very long. Who
I
is?
heard that. I heard that argument. I heard that. Just because you go deepest in the playoffs doesn't mean you're the best player in the world.
Well, that means something, doesn't it?
Well, it does, but let's think about this.
Okay.
He is the most healthy body in the playoffs right now.
He is.
He is. No. But he's still alive. But my point is, the fact is that his team is one of the more healthy teams in the playoffs right now. I mean, they have two of the top 15 scorers in the game on one team. Plus, they're deep on the bench. So I don't think Luke. But to answer your question directly, Jack, I don't think he's the best player in the world right now.
Okay. Where do you rank him?
Top.
Is he all NBA? Is he all NBA first team?
Yeah, his first team all NBA.
Okay. Well, that's pretty. What about you, Doug? What do you think?
It's tough. I think he's got to win one. If he beats Boston, if they beat Boston, he would be right there. I mean, arguably the Joker's been, he's been number one. I still think he's better player, better all around player. But one thing, as they talk about, the one thing Luka does nothing on. I mean, he is the ultimate matador. So I mean,
ole.
How do they get away with that? Both he and Kyrie don't play any defense, yet they win. They just keep shooting. They outshoot the other team.
Kyrie's played pretty good defense. He's picked up his game and much better than he's been.
Really?
Much better. He's had a few steals. He's not. Kyrie can play it. Luka can't. I don't think he has the ability to.
Luka can score on the Y, but he can't play any defense.
How does he get himself in a position to score if he's not quick enough to guard on defense? I mean, how does he do it? I mean, I know he goes far. If all he did was stand farther and farther away from the basket, they'd just pick him up at half court if he couldn't get by him. How does he get by those guys to get a shot off?
He's ball dominant, Jack.
Well, you can be ball dominant, but that doesn't.
Well, and the thing too is, Kyrie takes away some of the attention that Luka would be getting on any other team.
Mm-hmm.
So Kyrie takes one or two defenders himself, and then you're forced to either play Luka or Kyrie in 1-on-1, which makes it a tough matchup for any opponent, really.
But that round body and his fadeaways, his step back and fadeaway, he creates space with that body size. I mean,
How tall is he, you guys?
6'7".
Is he that tall? I didn't realize he was that big.
6'7".
Who is he the best Dallas Maverick foreign player ever? Is he better than Dirk Nowitzki or not?
No.
Oh, you sound like an old crabby guy. Why do you say it so quickly?
No. He's not better than Dirk.
Why?
Because Dirk was just so skilled for 7 foot.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just so skilled, and Dirk could. And one thing I like about Dirk is Dirk was quiet. Dirk got 30 in a game, and he was.
You're right.
He got a quiet 30. He didn't tell you about it until after the game when you look at his box score and had 35 points. So you're like, oh, we held him down. Oh wait, no, Dirk had 35. Luka, when he scores 2 points because he'll tell you about it when he scores.
You're too young to be talking like this. You're part of the talk. You're part of the trash talking generation, dude.
Hey, I know. I talk some trash too, but I don't. I don't. Luka's too much for me, I think.
Okay, Doug, what do you say?
I think it's a toss up right now. But Dirk was tough. Again, you got to win. You got to win one. You got to win an MVP. You got to win. You got to win the big one. And Dirk, arguably, I mean, it is. There's no doubt that they're pretty talented. Kyrie's as good as anybody. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. A guy, Goofy has a $3 bill.
Yes.
But you know what? When he's playing and he's on his game, I don't know. I would say I don't know that there's a better guard in the NBA when Kyrie.
4 finals now, by the way, for Kyrie.
When he's at his best, offensively, I don't know who can guard him when he's at.
He is an amazing. He gets through those defenders so quickly. It's just crazy. I'm amazed that they are able to split up the ball because they're both ball dominant. He doesn't run without the ball. Kyrie, he's a dribbler and creator for himself.
Right.
You almost think they need two balls.
I think they've settled in though. I mean, I think they give each other their time.
They figured it out.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I mean, they're a little bit. They're a little bit like two running backs, like a speedster and a bulldog, right? They're a little bit, like that type of.
That's
like that type of. Larry Zonk. Let's go back to it. Larry Zonk on Mercury Morris, Jack. Let's go.
There you go. You left Jim Kick out.
Jim Kick. Yeah, he was kind of the in between.
It's kind of like a more efficient your turn, my turn offense, kind of.
Well, it really helps them that they don't have anybody down low who needs the ball. I mean, but I've never seen a series that I recall where I've seen so many alley-oops time after time after time. Those guys are throwing up alley-oops, those big guys for them. I mean, they're just killing the other teams with that.
Yeah, Derek Lively from Duke has been a really big X factor for Dallas in the playoffs, for sure.
Well, what did they bring in? They brought in 2 or 3 players mid-season that are just. What did they say? 5 of their top 6 players weren't on the roster last year.
Yeah,
5 of the top 6 players.
Yep.
That's and 2 of them came in. 2 of them came in what mid-season, or is it 3 of them came in mid-season?
Yeah, PJ Washington, Daniel Gafford, and another one.
Lively, right? Is Lively on the team?
Yeah, Derek Lively.
Okay.
But Derek Lively, believe it or not, he may be the best player of the 3, and he was a throw-in.
You get in the right place, the right system, the right combinations. It makes all the difference in the world.
Yeah,
your development as a player. No
Well,
question.
again, you look at look at the guys how they're playing too. Is when you have 2 of the better. I mean, I don't know if they're the best guard tandem, whatever. I don't care. They're the best guard tandem today. Right?
They kept saying
other guys. There's a lot of guys in the league that can jump and score and do things when they're left open. I mean,
I will say
in the right place.
I will say this. The best guard tandem will be decided in this series.
Yeah, good point.
Because you got Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum.
Well, those aren't guards, are they?
Well,
Drew is a guard, right?
Yeah, but you got Tatum and Holiday.
Oh, best combos, yeah.
Best combos, yeah.
Who are you going to put? Would you think the Celtics will put Holiday on whom? Who would you put him on? Who would you have him guard? He's their best defender, right?
Kyrie.
Doug, who would you have him guard?
I would have him guard Luka. I think they're going to have to throw different bodies at him, but
yeah,
I don't.
I think he matches up better with Luka with just speed.
I think he does. Also, I think Kyrie. I mean, the one thing about Drew, and again, you want to keep him somewhat fresh on the offensive because he can do so many good things. You put him on Kyrie, and he won't back down to anybody, and then he'll get ticked off. He gets internally ticked off, and he keeps playing him. But I think it hurts him a little bit when he does that. Mm-hmm. And guarding a kind of a doughboy guy, I think that's a perfect matchup for him.
Yeah, Luka's not gonna beat you by going anywhere. He's just gonna beat you by making shots, but he's not gonna beat you by off the dribble or anything.
All right, who are you guys rooting for? What's in the? Will you watch? Are you interested in who are you rooting?
I'm gonna watch.
Okay.
I'm rooting for Dallas.
Really? Okay. What about you?
I got to say the same thing. If I didn't dislike Boston so much forever, I mean, they're my least favorite team. I cannot cheer for the Celtics. It doesn't matter.
I don't like them. I've never liked them. Well, I liked them when John Havlicek and JoJo White were on the team, but that was a long time ago. But I like Drew, and the more I learn about Jaylen Brown, the more I like him. I think he's a good all-around person from what I'm finding out. So
Jack, let's be real. You just want a piece of that $300 million he's making right now.
I take a piece out of what Peyton Pritchard's making, for God's sakes. I'd take that.
Like,
Yeah,
really, from a likable standpoint, the Celtics as people are not that. I mean, even Tatum's not a bad guy. Brown. Yeah. I mean, they got Hauser, they got
Horford,
Drew. They're all good people. I just
don't like to.
I just don't want them to win.
It's like rooting for the Yankees, right?
No.
By the way, fun Mafia facts for you guys.
All right.
If the Celtics win the series, my buddy is in analytics department for the Celtics that I used to play with in college.
Okay. What does he say? What do the analytics tell your buddy how they're going to do in the finals? You got to find that out.
I'll text him when I get a chance to talk to him.
Text him, and for midweek. Let's see what he says. The midweek would be perfect timing for before the.
Yeah.
Because I think they don't start till Thursday, do they?
Yeah, they don't start till Thursday.
They ended up so early, so they'll all be rusty. They'll all be equally rusty.
It's your favorite guard, Dad. It's Merg.
Oh, that's right, Merg. That's right. So I forgot that. Yeah, see if he'll text you back.
Yeah, I'll shoot him a message on Facebook and see if I get a message back.
Good. All right, where do you want to go next, AJ?
Let's go hockey.
Oh, they're playing right now. Were you aware?
They're playing right now. They just played yesterday.
No, they're playing the playoffs are on. What do you have to say? You were Edmonton.
Edmonton going to finish it off now.
Are they going to break the Canadian curse?
I'm not saying they're going to win the whole thing, but they're going to make the finals for sure.
Excellent. Well, I hope so. I have to say, I love hockey games when they sing both national anthems before the tip-off.
It's so patriotic. Yeah, I love it.
Last night, I'm not a Dallas fan, but they had a woman. I didn't know her name, but she sang right in a row by herself, solo, no music. She sang the Canadian national anthem, and then she took and then did the Star Spangled Banner right after each other, and it was fantastic. That was just so cool.
I love that.
That's
very cool. Yeah,
that is amazing.
Both good songs. All right, so Edmonton wins.
Yeah.
Talk about players with a lot of pressure. Connor McDavid, generally recognized as the best player
in the world.
And some players now are saying he might be considered one of the best players ever. Of course, that's sacrilege compared to another Edmonton Oiler who was pretty good back in the day. But if they make it, so tonight it's Panthers it's Rangers at Panthers.
Yes,
back in Florida. Game 6, Florida's up 3-2. The home team has not done well in this series, so it's not a given that they're going to lose.
Don't want the playoffs. Period.
Yeah. So what's going to happen tonight, AJ?
I think Florida closes it out.
So Florida will be in the finals 2 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And what if it's Florida Edmonton? You got to think about that. Which way are you going?
I'm rooting for Edmonton.
Okay.
Easily.
Cool. What about you, Doug? You care about hockey? You care about the teams?
I'm not a big hockey, but I'll go Edmonton. I think you know how big a hockey guy I am, Jack. I'm going to be 0 for 2. So Edmonton.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Well, singing "Oh Canada" at the end.
I'm going Edmonton. Just because I don't want to see Dallas. I told somebody, I think it was my mom this morning. I told Mom, I said, Dallas can't win the World Series, have the NBA champion, and have the NHL finalists. That just can't happen. That's just not right. So
it would be the closest thing I can remember was Pittsburgh was like they had the Pirates and the Steelers winning in the same year back in the late 70s. I know.
Yes.
But that's as close as I can recall that something like that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's go to baseball.
Yes, sir.
Before we start with the Brewers, who when I last saw they were down 3-1 in the 7th.
It's 3-3 in the 7th now.
Excellent.
3-3?
Yeah, they just got the 3-3.
Excellent. Before we go into them, though, I want to give Mr. Bob's a shot in the arm. By the way, I saw Mr. Bob the other night, AJ, and he said, "Where's that lazy bum? He hasn't been helping lately." He said he loves you, but Mr. Bob's a bullshitter. Anyway,
yeah, right.
They have a Mr. Bob's at the Lakeshore Chinooks night is coming up. It's like, I don't have the date. It's in late July.
I think it's. Oh no, I know what it is.
When is it?
It's the 28th
of June or July. Do you know?
July
28th. So what the deal is? It's for $20 grandstand ticket. You get a Chinooks ticket. You get a Chinooks hat. Supply is limited, but if you get there on time, and $5 of the $20 goes to Mr. Bob's.
Yeah.
And
Big up Mel's is that same week too.
Okay. If you don't want to go to the game, but you want to support Mr. Bob's, you can click on the Lakeshore Chinooks website and donate $5 and not go to the game too. That's another alternative for you. So,
by the way, if you get a chance, go out to the game. Those games are fun. I worked 3 summers there. Those games are really fun. So if you get a chance, go out to the game, support Mr. Bob's, have a good time. It'll be fun.
it's a great spot. It's right out on the lake.
It really is.
It's great. It's very, very nice. Very nice. All right, now let's go Brewers. So
Yes,
I was watching last night, and I'm seeing that the White Sox have lost 8 in a row, and then the Brewers couldn't seem to score, and they were losing 5-4, and then kaboom!
7 runs. 7 runs in the 7th, I think it was.
Yeah, I think it was. It was crazy. What do you think? Good weekend, Chicago.
Yeah, I know this is going to sound maybe a little like, AJ, you're not being as greedy as you should because they're playing the Sox. But if they get 2 this weekend and get 3 out of 4 from the Cubs, I'll take that. I'll take that.
Okay. Well, I think I hate to see them lose to a team with the worst record in baseball. It happens sometimes in baseball. You can't win them all.
Mm-hmm.
But then they're at the Phillies starting Monday.
Yeah. Rhys Hoskins is back now too, so that should be a big series.
They go from the worst team to the best team with the best record.
So, funny how that works, isn't it?
Yeah. I hope it's funny. I hope it's not too funny. Is Christian Yelich? He had a 5-hit, 5 RBI game last night, 5 RBI. Is he?
The man is back.
Is he back to, like, compared to 2018 when he's the MVP of the league?
His power's not there, but you can tell his legs and his back are doing better. So the power numbers, I don't think he'll ever get back to the 50 bombs a year, but I think the legs, and if you can get, I'm going to say if you can get 15 and 20 or 15 and 30 from him in terms of steals and homers, I'll take that.
He's still fast.
Yeah, he's still fast. And you got to remember, too, you have him under team control for another 4 years. So you're going to have to limit his at-bats at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, it helps that other guys can hit.
Yes.
The other thing that helps is getting rid of what they should have got rid of a long time ago, was that stupid shift. I mean, I think that's helping. It just helps the game.
It does.
It does. It makes the second baseman more athletic too, which people don't realize. Your second baseman now is not some big stiff like Travis Shaw used to be, or like when they had Moose playing second base because Moose didn't have to do anything and move.
Jeez. Whoa! Everybody better watch out. Terrain seems like he has at least one highlight defensively every game.
He's different, man. He's just athletic and he's a great player and he's young and he should have won the Gold Glove last year, but I think he got a shot this year too. So.
Well, he should. The people are talking about him now. It seems like they have to talk about you for a while before you can win it. But It seems like they are. So how did the Brewers that Imanaga for the Cubs, he only had 5 earned runs. Imanaga, yeah. In his first 52 and a 2/3 innings, he only gave up 5 earned runs. They got him for 7 in 4 1/3. How did that happen?
They saw the splitter didn't split, Jack, that night. The splitter did not go down at all. It was stayed flat most of the night, and they got him for 4 homers that night, and it was a good night. So
I'll say.
There he is again, the master speaking the obvious.
Yes. He's King Chalky Chalkmeister is who he is. Yeah. King of the Chalk Republic.
Hey, Chalkmeister got lucky too because Scotty Scheffler's charges got dropped, so then they got lucky too.
It was enough to mess him up before the major, though. It had to play with his head during that thing.
It was.
They gave them all up and gave them to Donald Trump. But forget
Oh.
it.
No politics allowed in this thing, buddy.
Let's not touch that. No pun intended. So
Yeah. Oh, who let him in? Did you, AJ? Did you give him the link? For God's sakes.
I did give him the link.
It's Saturday. I relaxed. It's kind of a nice day.
It is a nice day. It's beautiful out. All right. We're 2 months. It's June 1st. We've had 2 months into the interminably long baseball season of 6 months.
Yes, sir.
Is this enough time to say whether a team is for real, an imposter, or for real? Do you need more time, AJ?
I don't need more time. I think we're for real.
Okay. What did you say, Doug?
You gotta like how they hit the ball. They just every time you think they're gonna get down, they bounce right back. They have a lot of people that can hit the ball this year.
By the way, this may end up being the best single baseball season in total that we've seen in a while, because the Warhawks are also in the World Series. So
they are.
so let's just
bring it back to the real thing.
Yeah. How are they doing?
They won their first game yesterday, 11-3.
Woo, that's a big one. How many teams are in? How many do they have to win? What's going on?
Well, 8 make the World Series, and then you play 3. You play in the winners bracket till you lose. So then someone comes out of the loser bracket to make the finals or whatever. So
it's kind of one of those double elimination type.
Yeah, it is. It is double elimination.
Kind of like your basketball tournament you got going.
Yeah, it is. It's fun.
Cool. So will the Brewers? Where do you see them? Do you see? First of all,
I see them winning the division.
Okay.
Not only do I see that, I see them winning the division with one of the best 3 records, which would make them avoid the wild card series this year. So yeah. So that's how I see it.
Okay. All right. Will they? This is going way ahead. Will they win their first playoff series since they went to NLCS with Council that one year?
I'm gonna say yes.
Whoa! All right.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say there's just enough no names on this team that I'm gonna say yes, because I'm gonna say think about it. You got playoff experience with Hoskins. You got World Series experience with Hoskins as well. So I just think you're gonna have a lot. I think they're gonna have a good chance to win a playoff series, and I think it'll help them because the first series they'll be in. If my prediction comes true, will be best of 5, so that will help them.
Okay, all right. Sounds like a good year. They had that catching prospect just won the Golden Glove for the minors for the catcher.
Jefferson.
Yeah, Jefferson Kiro. I didn't know he dislocated his shoulder and tore his labrum sliding back into first in the first game of the year this year. God, the Brewers have a talent. Don't they teach those guys how to slide? It seems like every time I turn around, someone's hurting themselves sliding. For God's sake.
Think of this too. The major league team is still missing Garrett Mitchell.
Don't talk to me about that guy.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying he's still out there somewhere.
Yeah, well, he broke his finger. Wasn't he waiting in like the on deck circle or something, and a ball hit him in his finger again? Isn't it some crazy stuff like that?
It was a bunt, I believe, Jack.
Oh God, I don't want to. Unless he can play, I don't want to hear his name again.
Okay, fair enough.
All right, it's 5:27. I've got like 2 minutes. It's time for everybody's favorite segment, which is AJ's life lessons from sports that can be applied to anywhere in life. And being with all those young people you've been around and winning that you've seen all week, you must have a million things you can talk about. What are you going to share with us today?
Well, I think today it's important because I'm going to tie this into my speech I have on Monday. I think it's important to realize no matter how small your impact, you can always make a positive one. You can always make an impact on somebody. It's your choice whether it's negative or positive. So your tone and your temperament and how you carry yourself will affect somebody in a negative or positive way. So I think that's what I want to go with today. Is just be careful how you carry yourself and who you're around, because you never know who's looking at you or who's looking up to you or whatnot. So just be careful how you just carry yourself try to carry yourself in a positive way most of the time. So yeah.
What's that? Was it Maya Angelou who said, people may not remember what you said, but they'll always remember how you made them feel.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
I'm not sure. I might have butchered that a little bit, but something like that. I think that plays well into what you're saying. Doug, your son is sounding like he's got some wisdom. Where is he learning this stuff?
Not from his dad.
A rare, blatant display of honesty from the agent. Wow.
Most of the sayings that I had, I have a quote. I had a quote board. Most of the quotes that I had were not meant for radio. So,
Yeah, right.
Good enough. All right, boys. I got to run, but I'm
All
glad
right,
your
Jack.
tournament's going well. Good luck tomorrow, AJ. That's great
Thank you,
news.
sir. Thank you.
be careful out there, Jack.
All right. Take care. See
See
you.
you Tuesday.
All right. See you, Bokinis. Bye.
See you. Bye.